All right, all you challengers, so you have got an assignment of some chicken or tilapia and summer squash, zucchini, and avocado for your meal 5. So I want to show you an idea for how you might create some variety with this meal. If we make our foods the same way, they're obviously going to get pretty boring, right? Well, it's really good for our body when we're trying to make a change to be eating the same foods consistently. So we're on this for 7 days. The key is to create variety in the preparation method. So here's an idea. Okay, so I have got my George Foreman warming up here in the background. Now I've washed my zucchini and my summer squash. Now a typical serving size, so we can see this, I would just like cut that in half. Honestly, you don't need to measure a cup. It's just about that. Okay, so I just cut that in half. Boom, there's your serving size. Quick, right? We like to just be able to know what that is quickly. Now here's my trick to cutting things, like your vegetables. Now I am no chef. I will never pretend to be a chef. I'm a strategist in cooking, okay? So I don't care if any of you culinary artists out there can cut better than I. But that's what I do. I cut it in fourths, and then you just hold it together, and then you can just chop like this. And this goes very quickly. See, it's just about making it fast. Boom, done. Those are out of the way. We'll do the same thing to this. Okay, now I take my chicken. Now I boiled this the other day and I cut it into little chunks so that I could quickly use it to create a variety. Now, I would say about this right here is 4 ounces. So for most of us, you know, that's about, if you look at it, that's about the size of your palm-ish. Use your imagination with me, okay? So I'm going to put this one back. I don't need that. So I'm just going to cube these as well. Just very quickly. We like to be fast. That's how we make this way of life very doable. We don't need to create elaborate meals, but these are going to be tasty. So here's the thing. Now I am going to just stick on my chicken. So I just got these at the store. We're going to make some kabobs. So since I have so many veggies, I'm going to double it. Like this. Now the thing is, I'm not going to grill the avocado with this because that will just taste really odd. So I'm just going to add the avocado at the end once this is all done. Alright, so now the fun begins. I've got my George Foreman all warmed up. Now, this is what I use. It's an olive oil based cooking spray. I make sure and get the organic kind because oftentimes olive oils can be very fake. So that's something I do buy organic. I don't buy a ton of things organically actually because sometimes it really doesn't matter. But anyway, so I'm going to just lay these a little bit. Ooh, they're going to slide. So I made 3. That's how many mine. Now I have a few extra veggies that I'm just going to throw on here. They're probably, I don't know how they'll cook because the depth of that is too bad. But anyway, I am going to use, so I've got all of my seasonings here. I am going to choose this Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. Actually, it's not even Mrs. Dash. What is that, Weber? Whatever it is, garlic and herb. Okay, so we're just going to sprinkle this on here. Dun, 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 dun. The thing is, if you have not yet checked out the SSS of the website, you need to go to that tab. You need to go to Power Foods Lifestyle, and then you need to click on SSS. So that stands for sauces, seasonings, and wait, oh geez, I should know this, huh? Sauces, sweeteners, and seasonings. So basically, any kind of seasoning goes. Herbs, any spices, even salt. A lot of people are like, oh, we can't add salt to things. No, sodium is great, okay? We need salt. Here's the thing. When we are eating Power Foods, when you're eating clean, good, natural foods, we don't have to worry about that excess of sodium, so please add salt, okay? Now, I would rather you use a sea salt or a pink Himalayan salt rather than just a typical iodized salt. So, so use those liberally, okay? We want our foods to taste good. Oh, we do want to stay away from the sauces. That's where we get a lot of our carbs and our sugars and our fats that kind of skew a meal. You can have a really healthy meal with the foods, and then you put some sauce on it, and bam, you just threw off your composition, you spike your insulin, it changes things. So we got to be really smart about how we do it. So let's see how these kebabs turn out. All right, so it's been about like 4 minutes, and I think these look like they are about where I want them. So I'm just gonna put them on here. I'm hungry. I'm excited for meal 5. I don't know about you guys. Wow, that's hot. Be careful. All right, now let's talk about the avocado. So before I started eating this way, I actually did not grow up eating avocados. So I never knew how to cut this baby. So I actually used to peel it like an apple or an orange, and I didn't know. So finally, I was taught how to do it. So you cut it in half, and we'll see if I can figure out how to put this thing. So anyway, I'm sure many of you already know this, but for those of you who were like me and didn't, oh, I missed. Try again. You just want to do that, and then you just want to, oh geez, this is rough. Oh, and there goes my finger. Perfect. Okay, see? It's okay if you're kind of a klutz in the kitchen, because what matters is you are eating the foods you need. Okay, that's not coming out. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Wow. Millionth time is the charm. Okay, so we get rid of the pit. Now, I want to weigh this to show you where our 2 ounces is. So I've got my food scale here. So that's just over 2, so I'm going to cut that down. Let's see what it looks like when we are done. This is hard to hold a camera while I'm doing this, but we'll figure it out. How are we doing? 1.7, that looks good enough to me. We don't have to be square on the head, but that looks good. So if we do a comparison, that's about 2 fingers. Okay, 2 fingers long and wide, and then it's about that thick. So we just kind of want to be able to eyeball. Let's say that's a little bit bigger than that is 2 ounces. So I am just going to chop this up. I'm gonna peel it and chop it and add it to the kebab. So here we have it. We have the finished product. Can you see that? Doesn't that look so good?